In July 2013, I asked non-league side East Thurrock United if they'd allow me to film their progress throughout their 2013-14 campaign in the Ryman Premier. Sitting just 2 divisions away from League 2 and professional football, my time with the Rocks began following the club's highest ever league finish.
We're not sitting here thinking, right, we finished 5th last year, we should be able to do better than that. We are realists as well, but we're also very hard working and we will try to get the best out of people to make sure that we do finish as high as possible. To finish 5th for East Thurrock Football Club in the Ryman Prem is a massive achievement for us. And we've made progress the last 5 years on the spin.
However, despite narrowly missing out on promotion after defeat in last year's playoffs,
full time here at Crown Meadow in Lowestoft, and it's finished in the Ryman Premier Division playoff semi-final. Lowestoft Town 1, East Thurrock United 0.
The summer break saw East Thurrock lose a number of key players, including their player of the season and almost their entire midfield.
I think in total there's 8 players that would have been in the squad today that are not here anymore. I think it's a massive compliment to East Thurrock Football Club that clubs hire have come in and taken our players, if you like. I think all in all, this football club has produced good players, and I think that's the key there. We've done it before, we'll do it again.
After a far from ideal start to pre-season for John Coventry and the rest of the East Thurrock staff, the task of rebuilding the squad lay before them, but they didn't have a lot of time, as the season started in a number of weeks, and the hectic schedule of the Ryman Premier League would not wait for anyone. I first joined the club at their pre-season fixture away against Whittam Town. Having just lost a number of players, East Thurrock nearly struggled to field a team, but after calling up some youngsters from their reserves and giving a few trialists a chance, the Rocks were able to comfortably win the game 3-1.
Post, here you go, from it standing. Should be standing there.
The next friendly was also against lower level opposition, away at Tilbury.
Do the right things at the right time. If you do that, and we do the hard stuff and the ugly stuff, you will a lot quicker earn the right to play and get the opportunity to play. It won't get gifted to you. Nothing ever gets handed to you on a plate, fellas. Right, we're 5 days away from our season. Let's fucking put it in, let's get a good performance, let's go.
Despite East Thurrock still being in need of a few additions to the squad, they were able to secure another decent 2-0 win. The Rocks started brightly and were awarded an early penalty when striker Leroux Menga was brought down in the box. Unfortunately though, he failed to convert it. Soon after though, East Thurrock found the back of the net when Nathan Kuratang finished a well-placed shot past the Tilbury keeper. Minutes later the Rocks appealed for a second goal when David Bryant's header looked to have crossed the line, but the match officials didn't give it. The second half continued with the first half left off, with East Thurrock putting some nice moves together and Tilbury struggling to get a hold on the game. The star of the match was Rocks winger Luke Wanadio, who terrorised the Tilbury defence for 90 minutes and looked dangerous every time he got the ball. The second goal finally came after a shot from the East Thurrock young right back, which dipped in front of the keeper, who could only parry the ball in the direction of Grant Eagle.
What did I say to you the score would be before the game started?
2-0.
What was the score?
2-0.
There you go. There you go.
Well done.
But just 5 days after this match came the first game of the season proper, at home against Berrytown, who would prove to be a much tougher opponent.
Back to 11, we start brightly. First header, first tackle, we do everything right. Know their jobs, everyone know their jobs. Defenders head high, clear high.
East Thurrock.
And so the game kicked off, and East Thurrock's campaign in the Ryman Premier League began. Berrytown had the first chance when a long ball was sent into the box, but their striker failed to find the target. Next, Nathan Kuratang sliced his shot just wide of the post for East Thurrock. The Rocks winger continued to run the game, as his tireless tracking back and hassling of the Bury midfielders led to him running at goal. His fine left foot delivery found striker David Bryant, who coolly finished his shot past the keeper and made it 1-0 to East Thurrock. Bury midfielder Billy Clark eventually lost his patience with Kuratang, and his late tackle earned him a yellow card. Shortly afterwards, East Thurrock found the net again when fullback Tom Stevens' cross landed on the left foot of David Bryant, who once more showed his superb finishing ability. At half-time, the Rocks found themselves 2-0 up and temporarily top of the league. However, the second half saw a role reversal as Berrytown piled on the pressure and started to show why some have tipped them to have a really good season. They eventually found the net when Billy Clark hit a sweetly struck half volley past Rocks keeper Darren Bechet. After a succession of corners and a period of pressure, Berrytown got their equaliser from a close range header, which led to the East Thurrock manager bringing on striker Leroux Menga as a sub. David Bryant continued his good work, trying his best to get a hat-trick and his team back in the game. He had a superb shot from distance which was pushed over the bar and later was brought down on the edge of the box, which earned the Bury centre-back a yellow card and the Rocks a free kick in a dangerous position. Unfortunately though, East Thurrock failed to capitalise from their set piece. Bury later had a set piece of their own which narrowly missed the target, and after a scramble in the Bury box, East Thurrock had a penalty appeal turned down before a close range shot was pushed past the post. The last chance of the game fell to substitute Leroux Menga, who failed to connect with his header. Final score, East Thurrock 2, Berrytown 2. Shortly after the game finished, I caught up with East Thurrock manager John Coventry to see what he thought of his side's first match of the season.
I think your immediate thought when you've been leading 2-0 and you don't win is disappointment. I think by the time I wake up tomorrow morning and reflect on what's gone on recently, I'll be sort of reasonably happy. Bury have got good players and play the game in a good way, and they'll be up there, thereabouts. They always are. They just can produce good sides. To be honest, the way pre-season has gone, and you know, the players and all that have walked away, that's a thing of the past now. I think we just have to look at today and think there's something there to build on, and we know we will. So we'll take the positives out of today and see where we go with it.
Next up for East Thurrock United, the Rocks take on local rivals Grays Athletic.
Celtic, Rangers, if you like, Man United, Man City. It's quite nice to have it a bit, really. It's a bit spicy, and I dare say you'll see some of that today. So yeah, it's a bit of rivalry. Don't hurt anyone.
Relegation favourites we are, apparently. So, boys, we do not get bullied. We stand our ground.